Some of them have spent 25 years. They have not completed the roof of the house they started. Some were about to retire 1 year and the house has no window. The house they started. They will take cooperative. They use it to buy land. They will pay back for 3 years, collect another one. They will go and lay foundation. Why they are languishing in poverty? Because at the end of the day, they start reducing the money. Taking the money from their salary. When you look at their lifestyle, it's not worthy of emulation. Some of them wear tata shirt to the office. Even though they are my bosses, I didn't like their lifestyle at all. But guess what? They are pleased with it. They will tell you, I'm building house, I'm this, I'm that. But I focus on, no, you don't have to build house for 20, 30 years. It's a wrong model that is being sold to people. You can buy house. And if you want to build, you can build your house in 1 month. That's when you have discovered investment and business that generate consistent cash flow. So I went into studying, learning about how people create wealth, how people make money through businesses. Because I know that is what you need. The book of Proverbs said, take care of your field before you build your house. Field represent business, investment. But our parents say, start building house. Once you get work, go and buy land. And that is the misfortune many people run into. Because at the end of the day, if you follow that blueprint, you will see so many opportunities that will change your life. You will not even have any money. All your life will just be laying block for 30 years, and your own life self you will not enjoy. Because after 30 years plus 20 years, you are already 50 years. God help you, maybe you graduate at 20 something, 25, you get work between 25 and 30. If you add 30 to that, that's 60. Some people use all their lifetime building just a plot of land and laying block for 30, because they were borrowing money from cooperative, from whatever, just to go and lay the block for 30. Some even pack into unfinished house. My own father is a good example, and many of these people I met in Dunlop. When we packed into his house, there was no window, there was no door. But we moved him from Butemeta that time. And all the people I met in Dunlop too, they have the same blueprint that is being sold to people again and again, and some parents are still selling that to their children. Lay your feet first. Go for investment first. Go for business. That's what the life manual says. Before you build your house. That is wisdom. So I focused on studying about how to generate cash flow, how to invest, how to do profitable business, profitable investment, profitable portfolio, how to be seeking opportunity. My mentor told me, don't pursue the path of security in life. Focus on the path of opportunities. Because there is no security in life. He said if you pursue security, you will not get it, and you will also not miss opportunity. But if you pursue opportunity, you will get opportunity and you will have security. Excuse me, Dangote has all the security in the world around him. Because he pursued the path of opportunity. He doesn't have to depend on the government to provide the security for him. But those who pursue security, they cannot even secure themselves. They cannot secure themselves and their family. They are the mercy of whoever. So guys, you have to learn that don't put the cart before the horse. And that mentality is still following so many people till today. They cannot even take out money to invest and they begin to earn cash flow. They will say, no, I don't have money. I'm building my house. When they finish building the house at the age of 60, there is even no time to enjoy it again. They have used all their lives to build the house uncompleted. They move inside and they are now retired. The roof is leaking. They don't have money to even block the ceiling. Many landlords are poorer than tenants that they give house to. Many landlords, if they have to do something, pay their child, they will go and beg tenant who is not even owing them to pay 6 months in advance. How do you reconcile that? Many of them cannot even maintain their head because the rent they are collecting cannot even be enough. They cannot maintain their own life. They are not even responsible again. They are not able to take care of themselves. Even the children, they have not even gotten their bearing. How do you reconcile that? Because they followed wrong blueprint in life. Personal house is not an asset. It's a liability. Because at the end of the day, the house roof is leaking, repairs need to be done. The man does not even have money. Now, the house is taking more money out of his pocket. They say liability is whatever is taking money out of your pocket. Asset is whatever is putting money into your pocket. When we tell you set up your asset with this Sonic, put money there, and he begins to put money without needing you. Setting up a system that can work without you is the pathway to wealth. If it's business you want to do, it must be a business system that can work without you. If complaining that the opportunity is good, you would have loved to do it, but there is something that you people say that we can compound our money for 5 years and now have $1 million. Now say yes. Even with $100, you can compound for 5 years and turn it to $1 million. Say the man say, but 5 years is too far. Oh my God. What if I have died before that time? He said, can you imagine how people think? People that are looking for quick wealth. So Gundogoji. 5 years is too far. The question is 5 years far, but the person we are talking about that work for government for 40 years and retire. That same man that say 5 years is far to become wealthy. And that's the mentality of a lot of people. That's why someone will do robbery because 5 years is too far. That's why someone will kidnap. That's why someone will go to prostitution. That's why someone will remain a civil servant for 40 years. 40 years is not far to continue to earn peanut. The scrum that is falling from the master table, 40 years is not far at all. Just to be enjoying the scrum from the master table. What some people make in a month, people in business and investment make in a second. But he prefer the scrum. As long as nothing is troubling his life, it's just to leave home, go to work, close at 3:30, come back for 40 years. It's not far. But so $100 and give yourself the discipline of just compounding it dollar by dollar. God say, I give you your daily bread. You have to have daily task to be able to get the daily bread, which is your provision. Now, for every successful and wealthy people in this life, I'm not talking of people who do for one now, do mago and not do abracadabra, whatever. No, who scam. I'm talking of who made money genuinely with the fear of God. Do you know what they have? You can take this to the bank. They have something we call virtue. Virtue of patience. Patience is not a character trait, it is a virtue. And is one of the fruits of the spirit. Patience is a virtue that they how. That's why Warren Buffett can just be doing this trading little by little by little by little by little. Toro ekpekpeni, toro ekpekpeni, toro every day ekpekpeni, toro ekpekpeni for 60 years. And he became one of the richest men in the world. Toro ekpekpeni. See, let me tell you, if you are going to be truly wealthy, start something and book not less than 30 years of consistency in that thing. If it is Google Adepa, book 30 years on top of it. Truth is bitter, but it is the truth. Do you hear me? Nobody hear about Dangote until after he has invested not less than 25 good years without noise. Without noise, without any noise. He has invested. Before we begin to hear Dangote here, Dangote here. People don't, because they don't teach you this in school. Champions are not made overnight. They are made over time. 20, 30, 40 years. That's why you see people that have become millionaire genuinely. I'm not talking about the mago uru. By the time they have invested about 20 to 30 years in a particular venture without looking left and right, they are laser focused. And they get to 50 years, that is the beginning of their wealth. By 55, they are becoming more wealthy. By 60, they become more wealthy. 65, they get more wealthy. 70, they get more wealthy. Why? Because all the experiences they have got has become wisdom. And they have paid their due. They have invested quality time, like 20, 30 years into that thing. So it is the payback period. The money will just keep coming more and more effortlessly. That's why you see the people that invested that time, they don't need strength again. God that created the earth has packaged everything. Because the strength is started failing from the age of 50, 55, 60, 70, 80. Now what they will be used to make more money is now their head, their wisdom, their ideas, their mind, their experiences. But they must first pay their due. You must have the discipline to stay on something for a long time without getting bored. You know, I gave you something. I say you should always write down the nugget I give you. If you have a note, you become notable in life. Don't trust your brain to remember everything you learn. That's what my mentor told me. The shortest pencil is better than the sharpest brain. I told you something that you don't need a brilliant idea to become a billionaire. I posted it on the platform. You can go and check. You need a boring idea, something that you will not be discouraged. You do it for 5 years. You do it for 10 years. You do it for 15 years. There may not be money. In fact, people may even be telling you, leave it, go and do another thing. The thing is not working. You block your ear. You become deaf and dumb. You just continue. Money do. Money no come up. It don't work. It never work. The fruit don't come out. It never. You just stay there and keep on grinding. Vision is for an appointed time, but he said at the end of the day it will speak. It will not tarry. It shall surely come to pass. That's what the last man said. The last man says, that surely is the guarantee of the whole thing. The guarantee, you can underline it. It shall surely come to pass. God can never lie. A man that stayed on one thing 5 years, no money. 10 years, he's just seeing small, kuli and epa money. 15 years, he stayed there. Faithfulness. I say God does not reward your faith, he rewards your faithfulness. And he stayed there 15 years. Money never did, but he kept on doing it. I'm not talking of civil servant work that you are being another man's dream. I'm talking of your own dream. Then at 20 years investment, 25 years investment, the thing will begin to gather mosses, and then everything just begin to work. Boom! They say, the man is lucky in life. Okay, if it is luck, go and start your own luck. go and activate your own luck. A person who has invested 20-30 years in something, you say na luck. Oh, go and start your own and get it in a day. Go and start. Have you? Shebi na luck. Oh, it will be good. Go and activate your own luck. Guys, I am telling you the gospel truth. Money is not made overnight, it is made over time. But you must be disciplined to stay on one course until you are successful. That's what focus means. Face one course until successful. That's focus. Face one course until you are successful. When I started out, I resigned from Dunlop year 2000. I've got to round up now. And I failed in 4 businesses between 2000 and 2005. And I went back to the drawing board after learning for a good 3 years, reading like somebody wants to do master's exam. I went back to I said, what caused me to fail? Why did I fail? Listen, in every losses there are lessons. Until you learn the lesson and adjust, you will not get the blessings. And I found out that I was doing businesses that are one-man show. One-man Lion Squad. The first one, like one-man Lion Squad. I started hustling. My business has no system. One-man Lion Squad. I now went back to the drawing board. I said my mentor told me I should build business systems. Business with a system, not one-man show. But there was no money to start a business with a system like Dangote's own. But he recommended that in case you are starting out but you don't have money to start a business system, you can plug into multi-level marketing systems. As at this time, I didn't know it's existing in Nigeria because he was using US to explain to me that there are over 5,000 multi-level marketing companies in America. So I never knew it was existing in Nigeria. After failing in 4 businesses, a friend now came to my office. He said, you know what, I attended one seminar yesterday and I was only in the office. There was nothing to say, no staff again, no product again, but I was going there to read. I will read from 8 to 5 and come back home and tell my wife, Ekule, I just come back from work. Because to me, as an entrepreneur, reading is part of his work. Reading is part of our work. So even when the business fails, I was not the one that failed. It is the business. So I separated myself from the failure. And lo and behold, he came and told me the story. He said they call him multi-level market. I said, multi what? He said multi-level market. I said, wow. So that opportunity is in Nigeria. I said, yes. That's it. That was how I attended the seminar the next day. And I just decided to plug in into a system. Now, what made me to join the business was not because it's the of the business, because they have created a system. They call it multi-level marketing system. All I just need is to plug into it and do the activity that it involves. The system will be generating me cash flow. I was following knowledge, wisdom from people who have done it before me. And hear me, June 2006, since that time, I never look back. until today. Because some of you just think that some people just they stumble into something. He come to scammer. He's a scammer. He said you don't understand. Or you see some people in multi-level marketing, they are scammers, they are this, they are that. We have over 5,000 plus in America. It's also recognized in their university. Multi-level marketing is a business model. There are some people, they are tired and cold people. They don't regard anybody doing multi-level marketing. They just Iran number kiri. No. Those ones, they are scammer. Oh, there's just money that they are chasing. Business system, and that was what made me to stay glued on that spot for 26 good years, applying the knowledge that I learned, because he told us cash is a trash. Focus on cash flow. Wealthy people don't generate cash, they generate cash flow. And hear me, since that time I've been earning money in cash flow type of income. They call it residual income or passive income. Employee earn active income. Look at the way it sounds. Active, no work, no pay. If you lose work today, it's as if they lose their life. So guys, that's it. God bless you. Once again, my name is Pastor Mike. I love you guys. Please apply the knowledge you are learning. You are the only one that is responsible for your life. Like I said, success demands you loving yourself, because if you succeed, you are the first person who will enjoy before it will speak to your wife and your children. All the people who are not successful, they hate themselves. They hate themselves, because let me tell you, if you love yourself, you will make money. You will make money. You would like to buy yourself good things, buy yourself good clothes. It's not to show off to anybody, even if it's Ankara. You are first treating yourself. That's why the life manual says faith works only by love.